I have decided that I'm going to read every Stephen King book in order. Let me explain what I mean by Stephen King has been my favorite author for a very long time. I don't remember exactly when I started reading him. I think it was around middle school. I know that it was too young for me to be reading his stuff, but here we are. That being said, I have already read a lot of his books, but I never read them in any particular order. So I want to challenge myself to read them in publication order, but I have a few conditions. Number one, if I've read it in the last 2 years, I'm going to let myself get away with listening to it on audiobook exclusively. He has 60 something novels. I'll be doing this for years if I make myself reread every single one of them that I've ever read. Number two, I'm skipping the Dark Tower series for now. This is a huge series. I want to eventually get to this, and I want to be able to devote all the time I need to get through these books because I know that they're going to be awesome. But I'm making an executive decision that this is just not part of my reading in chronological order challenge. Can't do it. Sorry. And my last condition, I feel like this one is probably the most important. I am not going to exclusively read Stephen King. I have so many other books that I want to get around to, and if I commit to only Stephen King, it's going to be like forever before I get to read anything else. So I'm just going to keep going with other books alongside the Stephen King books that I'm reading. My goal right now is to do at least one Stephen King book per month, but we'll see how that goes as this series evolves. And now that I've got my conditions out of the way, I want to talk a little bit about how I plan to post about the books. Here on Shorts, I plan on doing short, spoiler-free reviews where I just kind of talk about the basic plot and whether or not I recommend the book. And then I'm going to post longer videos on YouTube where I go into the themes and the characters and how I really feel about each book, where I don't necessarily have a time crunch and I don't have to worry about being spoiler free. Y'all know that I like to yap, so there'll be plenty of that over on YouTube. So if you are at all interested in Stephen King, I would love if you would follow along as I torture myself with this challenge. And I have one last thing. I have already gotten started on the challenge and I've already made it through the first 6 books. That means the posts are coming soon. Like I'm going to be posting Carrie tomorrow. See you then.